Oh, that cut out. Yeah, the stream cut out. And my family's not terribly big. I have three siblings. I have two brothers and a sister, but my kids are not as lucky. I only have two kids, unless something unless there's a miracle. I will only have two kids. But my wife and I are older, kind of started late, so we're calling it two. But I have two, so that's good. My brother has five kids, so between us, I think there's more than enough genetic material that our family's not going to die because of us. I have seven uncles on my father's side and five from my mother's side. Oh, that's good. And all of them have children. So that's a strong family. That's good. I'm gonna adjust the. Oh. And my wife's family has a lot of kids. So my mother-in-law has 17 grandchildren. Soon enough, she'll have 18 grandchildren. I'm switching up, going up to 65 pounds. 65 pounds is a new um, new level for me. This will be fun. I'm hoping to at least get to 3 sets of 10. That's the goal. 3 sets of 10. Yeah, it's morning for me. It's like 5 something. I start around like 5:20 a.m. Do you guys do the time change in Saudi Arabia that we do here? It's now an hour earlier, starting last Sunday. So if you don't have a time change, it seems like I'm starting an hour earlier. But our time changed, so still. It's 3:40 p.m. 3:45. We almost have 11 hours away from you. It's cool. It's very morning. Yeah, it is hard to exercise at any other point in the day because of the kids. So I have to get done early. When they're older, it'll be easier. And later on, or like later today, usually I take them for like runs or walks, so I get some cardio in as well. Try to always get some running in. I know some people think that running hurts your gains and will slow down muscle growth, but I like to run. I think it's good to be able to run, especially as you never know these days when you might have to pick up and run. So I like doing deadlifts and being able to know that I am more than strong enough to be able to pick up both my children and run if I had to. I won't have to like leave them behind or hide with them. Hopefully, whatever emergency we get into, be able to get them out. Running helps you mentally fit. Yeah, right. I do. I think running. I think anytime you're doing like hard cardio, it's definitely good for your mind. 2 years ago, my brother-in-law got his house was caught up in a firestorm. Just out of nowhere, a wildfire was started and just burned through a good portion of the city. And they had to wake up like in the middle of the night and get their kids out. But thankfully, all of their kids are bigger. They're not like mine, where you have to pick them up and move them around. But they were able to get out, and nothing bad physically happened to them. They lost a lot of their possessions, but physically they were fine, thankfully. But I always think in that situation, like, I definitely want to be able to pick up my kids without a problem and be able to move and get them out of the house. They only had, they didn't have very long. They had, I think, less than 10 minutes before the fire overtook their house and just was gone. A bad night. Their like whole neighborhood got wiped out. No, it's in California. Australia's got some bad wildfires too. All right. So I got the 3 sets of 10 done at the 65. I'm going to go ahead and go for one more set. See what happens. I don't want to get too crazy. I don't want to mess up my back, but I'll go for another set. Yeah, Australia's had some brutal forest fires. Right now, Texas is dealing with one. And I've heard reports that China is dealing with a pretty big one right now, but the media there isn't covering it. Yeah, I don't know. I know Australia, I think there was somebody there was an arsonist in Australia, and we get arsonists where we're at that will, get caught. There was some college professor that was in California starting fires. But my brother-in-law's fire was started because of an electrical company called PG&E doesn't service their equipment properly. So that's what caused that fire. And it was just a bad night. It was a hot night. It was really hot. There was a super strong wind. So that was the big thing that fueled that fire. But it started because of PG&E's equipment. And there's been a few fires in California that have started because of that. What happens when a company